Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Get ready to have your minds blown with some of the wildest and wackiest facts from the animal kingdom. So let's start with a classic question. Have you ever been stuck behind someone walking super slow and thought, are you part turtle? It's a funny thought, but it actually brings up a fascinating point. Why do turtles walk so slowly, yet manage to live for decades, sometimes even over a century? It seems totally backward, right? You'd think moving that slow would make them easy prey. Well, the secret isn't in their shell, it's in their speed, or lack thereof. Turtles have an incredibly slow metabolism. Think of it like a car that gets amazing gas mileage. Their bodies burn energy at a snail's pace or, well, a turtle's pace. This super-efficient energy use means their cells age much, much slower than those of faster-moving animals. So their leisurely stroll is actually their secret to a long and prosperous life. They're not in a rush because they've literally got all the time in the world. It's the ultimate life hack. Live slow, live long. Speaking of secrets, did you know that an octopus has 3 hearts? That's right, 3. 2 of them work exclusively to pump blood through the gills, while the third, larger heart, circulates blood to the rest of the body. But here's the weird part. The main heart actually stops beating when the octopus swims. Scientists think this is why they prefer to crawl along the ocean floors. Swimming is just too exhausting when your heart keeps taking a break. Imagine trying to run a marathon while your heart randomly decides to pause. No thank you. Now, let us talk about a creature that's a master of disguise and has a seriously bizarre party trick. The sea cucumber. These squishy, sausage-like animals have a defense mechanism that is both gross and genius. When they feel threatened, they can literally expel some of their internal organs out of their rear end to distract and entangle a predator. It's like saying, "Here, you want a piece of me, take my guts." The best part is they can just regrow everything they ejected. It's the most extreme form of playing dead I've ever heard of. Talk about a dramatic exit. All right, from the ocean to the sky, let's talk about hummingbirds. These tiny, iridescent wonders are the only birds that can fly backward. Their wings don't just flap up and down like other birds. They rotate in a figure-8 pattern, giving them helicopter-like agility. This allows them to hover, fly forward, backward, and even upside down. But all that fancy flying comes at a cost. Their metabolism is the complete opposite of a turtle's. It's unbelievably fast. Their hearts can beat up to 1,260 times per minute. To fuel this high-energy lifestyle, they have to eat constantly, consuming up to half their body weight in nectar every single day. If humans had that metabolism, we'd need to eat about 300 hamburgers a day just to survive. Ready for another mind-bender? Let's talk about giraffes. We all know they have long necks, but did you know that their tongues are also incredibly long? A giraffe's tongue can be up to 20 inches long, and it's a dark purplish-black color. Why so dark? It's believed that the dark pigment acts as a natural sunscreen to protect their tongues from getting sunburned while they reaching for tasty leaves high up in the acacia trees. They spend so much time with their tongues out, they evolved their own built-in SPF. That's some next-level evolution right there. Also, because their necks are so long, their blood pressure is about double that of a human, just to get blood all the way up to their brain. Now, how about an animal that could give any superhero a run for their money? The mantis shrimp. Don't let the shrimp part fool you. This little creature is one of the most formidable predators in the ocean. They have two club-like appendages that they can punch with the force of a .22 caliber bullet. This strike is so fast, one of the fastest movements in the animal kingdom, that it actually boils the water around it, creating a shockwave that can stun or kill prey even if the initial punch misses. They have to be kept in special thick acrylic tanks because they can easily punch through regular glass. It's a tiny rainbow-colored powerhouse that literally punches with the power of an explosion. And what about our furry friends? Did you know that otters hold hands while they sleep? It's not just to be cute, although it is ridiculously adorable. They do it so they do unfloat away from each other in the water while they re-napping. They form these little floating rafts, all holding hands to stay together as a family. It's a beautiful combination of practicality and pure heartwarming sweetness. They also have a favorite rock that they keep in a little pouch under their forearms to help them crack open shells. So not only do they hold hands, but they also have pockets for their favorite tools. How cool is that? Let's move on to something a bit more smelly. Wombats, the adorable tank-like marsupials from Australia, have a very unique feature. They produce cube-shaped poop. Yes, you heard that right, cubes. Scientists were baffled by this for years, but they've discovered that the wombat's intestines have varying elasticity, which helps mold their feces into these distinct six-sided shapes, Y-cubes. They use their droppings to mark their territory, and the flat sides of the cubes prevent them from rolling away. It's engineering at its finest, just in a very unexpected place. Nature really has thought of everything. And here's a fact that sounds like it came straight out of a comic book. The immortal jellyfish, or Torotopsis dohrnii, has the incredible ability to revert back to its earliest stage of life when it's stressed or injured. Instead of dying of old age, it can transform back into a polyp, essentially hitting the reset button on its life cycle. It can do this over and over again, making it biologically immortal. It can still be eaten or die from disease, but it won't die from old age. Imagine being able to turn back into a baby every time life gets too hard. That's one wild superpower. If you're loving these bizarre and hilarious facts about the animal world, you should definitely check out the content over on the @Vainarania channel. They dive even deeper into the funny side of nature with some truly amazing clips and facts that will have you laughing and learning at the same time. It's a fantastic channel for anyone who loves animals and a good chuckle. Go give them a look. Before we wrap up, let's do one more. Let's talk about squirrels. We see them every day, but they have a pretty funny habit. They're known for deceptive catching. This means that when they think another animal is watching them bury a nut, they'll pretend to bury it in one spot, cover it up with dirt, and then sneak away with the nut still in their mouth to bury it somewhere else for real. They're basically pulling off tiny furry heists every single day to protect their treasure. It shows a level of complex thinking and planning that we often don't give them credit for. They're not just cute and fluffy, they're clever little tricksters. And that's all the time we have for today. Isn't the animal kingdom just endlessly fascinating and strange? From turtles living life in the slow lane to immortal jellyfish and cube-pooping wombats, there's always something new and incredible to discover. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, please hit that like button and consider subscribing to the channel so you don't miss our next adventure into the weird and wonderful. Don't forget to check out @Vainarania for more awesome animal content. Stay curious, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.